of interviewing Chris Shaw. Chris, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Vice President of Communications, at least for the next few days, until Ginger Barnhart replaces me anyway. And I work on, I'm specifically responsible for editing the Chronicle and the Blue Book. And so now I'm going to tell you what it is that I do during this pandemic period, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have much of interest to really tell you, except that I spend my free time, watching television and movies and music videos. That's what I enjoy. And to replace to have an exercise regime, I still live in our big house, my wife and I. And so I start at one end of the house and I walk to the other end of the house, down the stairs, walk back to the other end of the house, and back to the stairs and up the stairs. I do that 7 or 8 times, and that gives me enough exercise for the day. It kind of replaces the normal routine that I do.
Okay, well, that sounds like you're staying busy and trying to keep your exercise regime active.
Yeah, well, the funny part to me is it's kind of ironic because I watch TV, I see these people on the news and personalities doing shows, and they're always talking about how bored they are at home, trying to think of things to do, and they're overeating because all they do is all sit around and eat all day. I, on the other hand, have lost 15 pounds. And I've never been busier. And the reason is because the day Ollie went into lockdown was the day that the work that I do for Ollie tripled. So I have been extremely busy, mainly with communication issues of getting out all the information to members about the changes and mitigations we're doing in face of the pandemic, and coordinating all that communication and writing articles, writing instructions on Zoom, how to handle Zoom, how to do Zoom meetings, and planning for what we're going to do with our schedules.
Yeah.
And it's not just me. There's quite a number of mostly board members and members of the
committee,
the computer education committee, the membership committee, the curriculum committee, and as well as the communications team, all working many hours on trying to mitigate, preserve the Ollie program and get it out to members in a way that they can still, have a benefit to membership to Ollie.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing. I mean, as an example, yesterday I spent 4 hours in Zoom meetings with other members of Ollie, working out these issues. And total, I think I put in 8 or 9 hours of work yesterday just on Ollie.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not bored.
Okay. Well, we couldn't have we're very fortunate. Ollie is extremely fortunate to have you in the position that you are, because you are so wonderful at gaining consensus with groups of people, and you have an excellent way of managing processes and people. And I think it's, again, it's fortunate that we have you where you are, and we appreciate the time and expertise and energy that you're devoting to Ollie. So if you have one last thing, would you like a closing line?
Well, I just to reiterate, there's a lot of people that are putting in a lot of extra work to make this happen, and including yourself. I appreciate all you're doing with Facebook and a lot of other things too.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a team, right? We're a team, and we're all attempting to support the Ollie organization. So.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Well, thank you so much. I'm sorry you're so busy, but
it's good and bad to it. The good news is I'm not bored.
There you are. Okay, we'll see if we can etch out some boring time for you. It all starts. All right, Chris. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks, Janice. Bye-bye.
Bye.